Bitcoin almost hit $48,000 just a couple hours ago or an hour ago. There's a reason for that. Actually, there's several reasons. I'm going to go over that. Plus, I'm going to go over what Janet Yellen has just said. She says the U.S. budget does not need to be balanced to be on a fiscally sustainable path. The Biden budget proposals would guarantee sustainable path. What does that mean? It means they're going to print a ton more currency because these people are not worried whatsoever about the amount of inflation that is about to be happening. They think 2% inflation, that was their target. That is never going to happen for the rest of your lives. All right. We are at $34.2 trillion in the US, and that number is going to be going up exponentially more. All right. It's going to be up crazy amounts, and it's never going to stop. And what loves it? Bitcoin and crypto. So let's go over to what is happening right now with the largest institutions in the world that know about this inflation. The buying pressure on ETFs was $400 million yesterday. This is from Fred Krueger on Twitter. He also says that that is net of GBTC and is after a full month of launch. And what's interesting is this guy named Joe Carlsari from Bloomberg said, this is his quote, max 10 billion a year of net inflows. And I think that's going to be smashed because GBTC is eventually going to stop selling and there's going to be a lot of buying in the future. Speaking about a lot of buying, BlackRock and Fidelity Bitcoin ETFs are the most successful ETF launches in 30 years with more than $3 billion in assets each. And that number is going to keep on growing. Why is that? Because this is the financial evolution. People are bored of the other types of ETFs and they want something new. And this is definitely new. Okay. But once again, it's not real Bitcoin. It is a derivative of Bitcoin, which is the ETF. But these institutions are buying real Bitcoin, which is sucking the supply off the market. Credible on Twitter. He's a great guy to follow if you like charts. He says, every break of a local downtrend on Bitcoin dominance has preceded or followed the start of a major impulse move. So we just broke out of that trend from $38,500 to $44,000, $45,000. We now are over $47,000. So what to expect now is more of an impulse to the upside, which means we are definitely going to be seeing $50,000 and more probably in the very short term, especially now with all these inflows, $400 million of inflows just the other day. On top of that, GBTC is going to be slowing down. I think they have another week or so of selling. That's about it. And also even for stocks, the S&P just hit 5,000 for the first time ever. A lot of people are worried about the macro environment and like, hey, this is going to go down. We're going to crash all of a sudden. It's not going to happen. I've been saying this. This is not going to happen because number one, it doesn't matter what the Federal Reserve does with interest rates. We have been rising from $15,500 to around $35,000 during rising interest rates. It doesn't matter. But you know what matters? Is the amount of currency printing they've been doing. I've been saying this over and over again. That is why these things are rising. And that is why people are flooding into the stock market, flooding into crypto, flooding into these ETFs, because there's no other way to keep up with the amount of inflation that is about to be happening. If you want to see how we've been keeping up with inflation and what we've been doing with our portfolio and all that stuff, I would highly recommend you checking out learningcrypto.com, home of the CT Club. The link is down below. Please like and subscribe. Talk to you guys soon.